yeah, this is a video for the enemies. These are Armos. You just touch them and they come to life. If you just hit them, usually they'll die in a few hits. This is the blue Dark Nut. It's basically the same as the red Dark Nut, except it deals more damage. And it takes more hits to die. To defeat them, you have to hit their backs or else. These are bubbles. They can't be defeated, but they also make you unable to use your sword, and for that, I hate them. Sometimes they're paired with likes and other enemies that you hate more, so this is bad sometimes. This is Joe, pretty much the weakest enemy in the game. Almost anything will kill it. Woo! This is the Genie. It is basically an enemy that is a ghost, kind of like Boost from Mario, and a bunch of things. I really like them, but they only appear in that graveyard area and probably some dungeon somewhere that I haven't gotten to yet as of recording this. This is a Gibdo. It's pretty much a mummy. They take a lot of hits. Kill them. This is the Keith. You probably remember it from a bunch of Zelda games that you've probably played, but never really the names of most of the enemies in. This room right here is actually the room I hate the most. Keith can get killed by anything. This is a mole dorm. They'll basically die if you hit them the same amount of times as they only appear in sometimes they appear in groups of 2, so watch out. This is the OCTOROKS. It's one of the easiest enemies ever in Zelda and one of the most recognizable. You will find it in almost every Zelda game. Why almost? Because the only game that hasn't shown up in is Twilight Princess. Technically. Some say, according to Spirit Tracks, many Freezards are just frozen OCTOROKS, and there were many Freezards in Twilight Princess. But anyway, pretty much anything will defeat an OCTOROKS. Thought I wouldn't do that? Wrong! This is a Patra. You have to first kill all those surrounding mini Patra things and then attack the real one. It's only found in the last dungeon, which makes it a pain, kinda, so make sure that when you fight it, you are fully prepared for the worst that it may give you. An idea is to shoot your sword at him, your laser beam, and then kill him normally. This is Pole's voice. They'll just pretty much die from a couple of hits of the sword, or instant kill from arrows, for Pete's sake. Arrows. I mean, those are like weak weapons. Oh well, it works. Just kill them. Red Dark Nut, they're just pretty much the same as the blue ones you saw earlier, except they're weaker. Just take less hit. This is a Goria. They're red and blue types. Blue just takes more. Blue gives more damage, and also will. Let's see. Also take more damage. Agoria is pretty easy. Also, until you get the magical boomerang, they'll throw normal boomerangs, but once you get the magical boomerang, they actually will throw that. How did they get one? This is a rope. They're snakes. They're easy. What? They're like gels, except snakes. Oh, and they're fast, though, so be on the lookout. Stalfos are actually pretty easy for their toughness in later 3D Zelda games and stuff. Wonderful that they're here. Wallmaster, they can be annoying if you're or helpful. If you're at the end of the dungeon and you want to get to the start and restart a cycle or something, don't leave at least one Wallmaster alive. Let him take you to the beginning, and all the enemies will be back. This is good for rupee hunting and stuff. Basically, just a slash of the sword will take care of them, but they come in 5 and sometimes even with doubles. So, watch out. Watch it! Wizrobe. Magical shields can deflect their beams. Blue. While red ones take pretty much 1 hit from your magical sword, blue ones are probably better or elder wizrobes or something because they'll take 3 hits of the magical sword, which is extremely strong. So, who knows? Zola usually with your normal sword, they'll turn into gels, 2 gels. But if you have the white or magical sword, wham, dead. This is the Zola. They annoyed me a lot before I started my Let's Play, but for some reason, after I started, they haven't bugged me that much. If you have full life, you can shoot your sword at them, but if you don't, you can just wait till I get close, and your magical shields can block the shots. This is a moblin, they're also pretty weak. Blue ones resemble a bunch of things that I can't remember. Moblins from Wind Waker. The goblins looked different than that. Looked more like the red ones. Yeah, they shoot arrows at you as well. Tectide, they're an Ocarina of Time and a bunch of other Zelda games that I've played. They'll jump around and pretty much they're also easy, just like OCTOROKS. Fires, with a magical sword. If you just hit them, then they won't turn into red keys, but red keys are good to go. Yeah, unless you have the magical sword, it'll turn to red keys. Like, they can steal your magical shield. I hate them for this. They're annoying in every game they've been in. So far during recording, I've had my magical shield stolen twice, and I've escaped with it intact once. If you want my advice, use your magical rod to kill it before it can even get near you. Lever. They just die. They're pretty much... They can come out from anywhere in the ground in the location they're in. They usually come in packs of 5, and are sometimes accompanied by P-Hats and Zola. Now just kill them for me, okay? P-Hat. They're invincible until they stop moving. Then you have like a 2 to 5 second window to come and slash them with your sword or to use your laser beam to defeat them. That's pretty much it. LYNELS. They're pretty much the toughest enemy in the entire game. Outside of dungeons, they will... Unless you can block their attacks with magical shields, but they're still tough. I mean, unless you have the blue ring, let's just say that their damage can be up to, say, 3 hearts. So that's pretty bad. This is a LYNELS. Blue ones are extremely fast, and they're only found in the last dungeon. Good God that they are. By then you'll have a bunch of different weapons to take them down. How do you kill them, you ask? You have to defeat all the little body parts and then defeat their eye. Kind of like Goma in Wind Waker, if you think about it. Thank you for watching the enemy guide, considering that it was just a guide to the enemies that you'll see throughout the course of the Let's Play.